Hello friends, my name is Hameed. Today I'm working on this over-the-range microwave made by Samsung. The customer's complaint is that the door does not stay closed. As you can see, it's loose because the door hook is broken on it. The model number on this unit is ME19R7041FS/AC. Today I will show you how to repair this because to repair this issue, if the unit is under warranty, you have to replace the whole door. When the unit is not in warranty, it can cost you hundreds of dollars to replace the whole door, and in that stage it's not worth fixing. But today I will show you how to repair it without replacement of the whole door. So see, it's loose. It looks like the customer is using this Velcro because to hold the unit in place so it doesn't swing open, as you can see. And here's the model and serial number on this unit. And the main problem here is the latch is loose here. When this gets loose, usually the spring breaks inside, or the bracket that holds the spring in place, which is part of the door assembly, breaks, or if this hook breaks from the back. So I'm going to open it to you and show you what's happening here. Before I work on it, I have this blanket I'm going to use on top of this stove to keep it safe. And then I'm going to open this door now. So what we are going to do right now is we are going to open this door apart. This plastic, circular plastic that goes around the door, we are going to open this. To open this, you need a flat screwdriver, a thin one, or you can use a crowbar, pry bar, something very thin, and we're going to work on it. So you kind of have to work on it from the side. There's an opening on the side here. I'm going to show you this opening right here. We are going to stick this crowbar here between, right here. Like that, and you kind of have to pry it out slowly. So you do not want to go deep with this plier. You only want to go this much only. If you go all the way deep this much inside, you're going to break this plastic, or you're going to break this one. So you have to work on it slowly by going a little bit at a time, and then work on it from the top a little bit. Do the same thing here. Do the same thing on the top. At the same time, when you open this left area, the bottom also comes out slowly. So you kind of have to work on it from the bottom and then from the top. Here. It's loose now, see? And the next part you want to do is you have to use a flat screwdriver on this corner right here, or a hook like this. You kind of have to use it right here and on the left hand side. I got this flat screwdriver and it's going to work very well here. So kind of stick it here and then pry it out. To remove this plastic, you can use a needle nose plier. Hold it out. You see these pins inside? There's two holes. You want to make sure that you reinsert it back in at the same position you pulled it out. These two pins gets inserted. Now you can pull it out more. So from the top, from this side, and from the bottom it's loose. We are going to have to work on it from this area. To work on it from there, you have to use the pry bar and use the same trick. On the side right here, there's an opening like other side. You have to insert the crowbar. Have to insert it. And then it comes out. sure this plastic comes off. And now we're going to work on it from the back here. So we have to remove this hook and inspect it for damage. This is the part. As you can see, the spring is in perfect shape. There's nothing wrong with the spring. This door hook assembly is also okay, which is not very common for these to break. Unless you really slam the door. So it seems okay. The spring is okay. And of course the hook, that's part of this door switch hook assembly is also not broken, which is good. On these Samsung units, it's very common that the part of the door breaks, which is a very bad design. I'll show you what's happening here. Here, this part is broken from inside, and it gets inserted right here in a position where the spring gets hooked into it, and then it kind of pulls the whole hook assembly down with the force of the spring. Once it breaks, if you look right there, it's part of this door assembly. You have to replace the whole door. So instead of replacement of the door, there's two things can happen. One, the spring breaks from here. If it breaks, I have a different video on YouTube. If this part breaks, you can of course replace this. But if the other part breaks, then you have to repair it. So the repair is that you reinstall your spring back in its position this way. See the way it is. This is one position. If you hold the hook in this position, the spring is facing left hand side. You do not want it in this position. You want the spring to face right position. So kind of remove it and then reinstall it back in. Now see it's facing a little bit to the front. So the trick is, I'll show you here. You install your hook assembly back in. The way the hook looks here. The circular part of the spring sits in this position like that, and then this one has to face out or closer to the right hand side. And then we install this hook back in. So from here, you have to see how far the spring sets down. So if you look from the side, the spring is coming all the way here. So that means we can hook up the spring. You can use a knife or something to mark down where how far the spring comes down, because you have to know the measurement of the spring and how far you have to bring it down. If you bring it too much down, then you're gonna have another issue. Next time, the spring will break from this hook. So you have to be careful, look at it and see how far the spring is laying down or hanging down, and then you have to mark it down. So I marked on this area. You see this scratch here? I mark it down here, and I'm gonna have to bring the spring and then install it at the bottom of this piece of steel right there. Again, you wanna pull this hook assembly out completely and hold your spring. You remember that scratch mark there? I'm gonna have to insert this spring at the bottom of this scratch right here, just like that. There's an opening. Let me see if I can show you here on the camera. Right there, there's an opening. So the spring has to go here, and then while you have the spring held in here, you have to hold this hook in place in your hand. And you have to line up the shaft. You see these tiny shafts, one is here, another one is on the top. You want to insert both of these on those back holes. There's at the back, there's a hole. Let me see if I can show you. You see? There's a hole there, and there's one hole right, and here you see the hole at the back right there. It looks like there's a piece of plastic in there. I'm gonna have to remove that plastic because you do not want any debris from the broken part in there. So here you go, this is another part. It's also, you throw it out. And now, while you're holding the hook, you kind of have to pull it up. You will have a little bit of pressure on the spring. And then at the same time, you want to use your thumb from the bottom and maybe from the top and kind of line it up and push it to the back slowly. Here. Okay, it's not in yet. Here. Now you can see the spring has play. So if you want to see how tight the spring is, you can kind of hold it from the bottom and from the bottom of each of these and kind of push it up. You can see it's fixed now. And before you put this cover back in, before you put it back in, you want to close your door to see if you've installed it properly. I know because the spring is not in proper factory position, your hook may look a little bit crooked. It would be a little bit bented, and that's completely normal. It's not going to cause any issues. The main important part is this tip of the hook and this one. If they're going up and down, you do not have to worry about the bend in here. There's a tiny, a small bend here. I can tell, but it's not going to cause any issues. So I'm going to close the door. And when you do this, please turn off the power just to be on the safe side, because if you did not install this properly, it can blow your fuse. Because I've done this so many times, I feel confident that it's not going to cause any issues, and I'm not going to turn off the power to do this. So we're going to close it and see how it goes. See, it's perfectly fine now. And quickly I ran the microwave, the fuse is not blown. If for some reason you did not install this properly, it's going to blow your fuse. And if it blows the fuse, then it's also not very hard. You have to remove this grill part. There's sometimes they have one screw that holds the control panel in place. You make sure to turn off the power, unplug the unit, and then you replace your fuse, and then you have to work on it again. And to reinstall the panel, the top panel, I'm going to show you again how it goes. You look at these plastic tabs, see the way they're hooked. It looks like a tiny hook in here. They all have to get inserted, and if you don't insert this properly, you will still have problem with the door not closing properly. So I would say the last part was your back side. You work on it, and you have to work on it again from the back side. So you have to start from the corner, go up top, and then work on it from the bottom and top at the same time. You have to kind of press it from the top, see? you cannot see it because you're not up high on a chair or something. Otherwise you will see it from the top how it looks. Everything seems okay here, and I'm gonna have to reinstall this part back in. It also has a tiny hook. You see that hook? It has to get inserted on the left hand side of the top door. If you don't remove this, you can break it and it's not good. The only reason you can remove this and this panel if you want to remove the whole door assembly completely out and put it on a table and work on it. But you do not have to do that. You can work on it like that too. So there's tiny holes in here. These two pins from this plastic tab has to get inserted inside there. If you do not insert it properly, you're gonna have issues. Here, it's good now. If your stove is in a setup like this, because the knobs are here, I've worked on a stove, a microwave like this in the past, and while working on it, I'm kind of pushing myself towards the knobs, and it can turn on the element. If your stove is like this, please turn off the power from the breaker just to be on the safe side, or you can remove all the knobs out and then you can work on it after that. Thank you so much for watching my videos. If you guys have any question, please comment below. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, like my videos and share it with others. You can also follow me on Facebook. It's called Hameed Appliances Repair, and on TikTok, Hameed Appliances Repair. Thank you.